and I officially feel the worst I have ever felt in any pregnancy, with the exception of...
Hello, I'm Ashley, mom of many daughters, and this is my first trimester update for baby number 4, my fourth baby, and our family's 6th baby. I wanted to film them all together in one long video, but they would not fit. It was way too long. So this is week 5 through 8. And if you want to keep up to date on my pregnancy and everything going on, please subscribe to my channel and you'll get updates every time I post a video. So enjoy. Hi there. So just filming a little 5-week pregnancy update. Things are going pretty well, I guess. Still haven't told any of our kids because it's so early. I feel like I might have to soon because not every day, well, knock on wood, yesterday afternoon I was sitting out here on the deck and we have these like hammock chairs, and my littlest toddler twirled me around in one and I felt so sick after, and it lasted and it wasn't going away, and I had to lay down on the couch and I just felt so nauseous and so horrible. At only 5 weeks in one day, that was yesterday. And then my oldest daughter came home, and I'm always tired in the afternoons, but I'm like especially tired in the afternoons. Right now I still have energy. It's about 1:45, I think. Usually it hits me around 3 o'clock, which is pretty standard for adrenal fatigue. If you are a mom of lots of kids, you know what this is. Hopefully you don't, because it's like not normal to have adrenal fatigue, but pretty much you wake up in the morning, you have energy, and then around 3 o'clock you crash, and then you have energy again around 6, and then it lasts, and if you don't go to bed by 10 you get like this second wind, and then you're up until like 2 in the morning. So I've had that for quite a long time. I just ordered these new prenatal vitamins. It's by a company called Parallel. It's specifically for the first trimester. I went through all the ingredients. The only caveat about these is that, for one, it's 5 pills. Second, it has not enough omega-3s to make it so that you don't have to supplement additional omega-3s or eat fish 3 times a week. So I don't eat fish 3 times a week, so I'm one of those people who has to supplement, but I always forget. So it'd be cool if they would have like just a little bit more. I think it has like 840 milligrams total, and when you're pregnant you need at least, I think it's 1200 to even 2000, especially for preventing like postpartum depression and anxiety. It's really important. Yesterday was our 3rd wedding anniversary. My husband and I have been together for 5.5 years, but we didn't get married until I got pregnant with our 2nd daughter. He proposed to me and I got pregnant that day, and then I planned our entire wedding in 4 months. It's happening earlier this time. I don't get it. I don't feel like I'm as depleted as I was, minerally speaking, after I had Eva, my first daughter with him. I was so depleted because I was only 6 months postpartum, and then I got pregnant again. This time it's been 2.5 years, and I've been really working on balancing my minerals, working on my gut health, balancing my hormones, estrogen, progesterone, getting them all good. I eat meat now. I was vegan for 17 years. So I feel like this is going to be my healthiest pregnancy ever, honestly, just because I've been through it so many times. I know what to do, but it's still challenging. Like when you just feel like absolute crap. The only thing that makes me feel better is going outside and being in nature. Like that's literally the only thing. Like this morning we were out at the park for 2.5 hours. I was with my friend, so it lasted longer because we could talk and the kids could play. But the only thing that makes me feel better is being outside in nature, fresh air, and sunshine. So thank God we have a lot of that right now. It's beautiful today. So anyways, I will update you maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, but this is my 5-week pregnancy update. I just can't believe it still. It's pretty crazy. Hi. So real quick, I just want to do a body update because I'm 5 weeks and 4 days today, and I want to capture on camera what my body looks like before I get all pregnant again. So right now I'm at my lowest weight that I've been at since I met my husband. I'm actually like smaller than I was when I met my husband 5.5 years ago. I've been weight training 3 days a week and doing Pilates 1 to 2 days a week, walking every day, chasing toddlers. And I do want to gain more muscle and get more toned, but I'm pretty happy with the way I look and I feel really strong. My belly, I don't know if you can see, but I do have a leftover umbilical hernia from my 3rd pregnancy. So I'm really hoping it does not get worse with this one. But I'm starting to get a little bit of that like bloating, water retention, but I don't look pregnant at all. So this is me 6 weeks and we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that this can be my fittest pregnancy ever. I've typically stayed really fit during pregnancy from just being really active, but this time I really want to weight train like as much as I possibly can into my 3rd trimester. My 1st pregnancy I just did yoga and you know I stayed toned but not like strong, and then my 2nd pregnancy I went to the gym in the beginning and then got like tired. Sorry, my lips are so dry, my mouth is so dry, it's driving me crazy and I can't get the hang of this like camera set situation. So bear with me. My 2nd pregnancy I did not enough exercise. I walked a lot, I will say that. My 3rd pregnancy I only walked and did like postpartum prenatal Pilates and yoga, but I did it consistently. I did it once a week, every week from like 12 weeks till I went into labor, so that helped. But I've never done a pregnancy where I consistently lift weights, and I just bought a program. It's called Move Like a Mother. I will link it. I really like it so far. And I just do it out on my deck. I have all my dumbbells and my mat and my bands and everything out there. I'm trying to get my husband to clear out the garage and turn it into a gym and like put down some rubber mats, get a bench, get a rack with a bar, because I feel like that's just the best way to like keep your muscle and stay strong, and it helps with postpartum recovery. And I'm like out of breath because one, I'm pregnant. I have the ear thing going on right now, eustachian tube dysfunction. It's really annoying, and I'm getting the kids ready. Take my middle daughter to her homeschool program, and then yeah, the day is beginning and it's sunny out again. I'm so happy. But anyways, bye. Hello, just filming a little update from the car with screaming kids, of course. Just went to the park for 2.5 hours. Definitely feeling more tired than normal. Very hungry. 5.5 weeks today. And I'm being told to stop talking by my 2.5-year-old. So just keeping a quick update. I scheduled an early ultrasound for 2 weeks from yesterday. So 13 days from, you know, making sure that everything's okay and that it's not twins. The funny thing that happened today was we were at the park and 2 sets of twins, the only kids who even came to the park, came by, and they were both twins. So that was interesting. Bye. Hi. So this is 6 weeks and I officially feel the worst I have ever felt in any pregnancy, with the exception of the partial molar pregnancy miscarriage I had before it had these 2 girls. I made a list in my phone of all my symptoms because it's insane. And for the last 5 days, and I've been solo with no help because my babysitter is sick and my mother-in-law is sick, and I've just been parenting from the couch and surviving. It's been really rough. And so at this point I'm leaning towards twins because I just can't imagine feeling this bad this early. I'm literally 6 weeks today. So I've been wearing this wrist thing. It has electrodes on it and it hits your meridian point that helps with nausea. I feel like it does help because I was feeling sick before I put this on, and then I was able to eat, so that's good. I have emetophobia, which if you're familiar, it's no fun. It's like an intense fear of vomiting. Oh, that's really strong. And pregnancy is really hard for me in the beginning phase because being nauseous triggers me into like a panic and anxiety, and then it's like this loop because the more anxious I feel, the more nauseous I feel. So that's been really fun. I have been sleeping with this box of cereal next to my bed. It's the only thing that I feel like I can eat first thing in the morning just to get some carbohydrates in my body to bring up my blood sugar, so I don't feel like I'm going to... It's the weirdest feeling. It's the weirdest feeling. And if you've ever fainted before, you'll understand. But if you haven't fainted in your life, you're gonna be like, what? So there's this feeling right before you faint where you feel like you could throw up. And then you also get the same feeling when you're coming out of it. And I've seen women pass out after labor, and because I was a midwife. If you haven't watched my other videos, I was a home birth midwife, apprentice student for 7 years. And I have seen women like pass out and then they puke after. Like it's pretty common because your vagal nerve is being stimulated when that happens. So it's the same kind of reaction chain, like passing out, throwing up, dizziness, shakiness, all of that. I have this weird, just weak, dizzy, woozy feeling all the time. Every time I stand up, I black out. That's called POTS. It's postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. I've had that on and off my whole life, honestly, since I was a teenager, but it is severe right now. It's like I stand up and I have about 5 seconds of vision before it starts to go black, and I have to like get somewhere and sit down again, or just like hold on to something and wait for my body to catch up with standing up. Even when I stand up slowly, it's like I'm like out of breath. My husband gets back tomorrow night and I can't wait. My toddlers have been in my bed with me all night, waking up and getting in. I'm just not getting any rest and I'm exhausted. So let's see, what else did I write down on my symptoms of the last week? So I guess that was 5 weeks, but yeah. Peeing all the time, peeing constantly, but I do drink a lot of water. My neck has been hurting, like it's achy and out, but I've been sleeping really badly, so that makes sense. I don't feel like drinking coffee still, or matcha is like the alternative just to get a little boost, but even that, I drink like a quarter, maybe a third of it, and then it's not good. The only thing I really want in the morning is water, maybe herbal tea. I don't need the caffeine. My boobs are finally sensitive. I was like, what is going on here? I don't have any sensitivity, but it's finally happening. I really hope they grow. You grow on average, I was reading 9 glands, 9 new milk glands. This is my gland sign, every pregnancy. So that's kind of cool because I've been pregnant, you know, it's my 4th baby. So hopefully they'll grow even more, and then they won't be so sad after I'm done nursing. Oh, I'm starting to get bloated, which I was like, damn. All last week, pretty much, I wasn't getting bloated at all, and now the last 3 days, I have been noticing in the evening, my stomach is very out there. Like, I look pregnant, but it's just bloat, because here's the thing. You do not have a baby belly until your uterus has risen above the pubic bone. Everyone like takes early pregnancy pictures and like that's cool, but it's just bloat. It's not your uterus and your baby showing. It's just your organs moving up and more water retention. So I definitely feel bloated. I don't like it, but I know it's temporary because every other time it's gone away by 8 or 9 weeks, and then a couple weeks later, 12, 13, 14 weeks, I have an actual little bump. So I've been just only really able to eat pretty simple things. Banana smoothies with frozen banana, Truvani vanilla protein powder, and almond milk is pretty easy. Nutrient rich, protein, potassium. And then carbs. I like forced myself to eat arugula salad yesterday. It was gross, but I did it. I've been really liking Bread Seriously gluten-free sourdough. And also yesterday I had a craving for a baked potato, but then by the time I made it and it was done, I like didn't want it anymore. And an hour later, when it had cooled down, I decided I did want it. So I tried it and it actually wasn't as good as I thought it would be. One thing I've been doing is watching a lot of YouTube videos on the first trimester, people's experiences, but I'd say most of them are like people who are having their first babies, and I can't relate. I can't relate because I am not able to just rest and lounge around and take naps, and I'm not. It's very few between that I have a moment to myself. Like right now, my older daughter is watching my younger daughters, which is great, but then she's going to leave for work and I'm back on mom duty for the rest of the day. So yeah, I've been having a lot of feelings because my best friend is getting married and we were supposed to go to Nashville for her bachelorette party, and I had bought all these beautiful sexy outfits and we were going to go out and have fun, and obviously I'm not going anymore, so I had to return all of them, and I'm just going to live vicariously through everyone else who gets to go. Of course, you know, I'm grateful to be pregnant and I will gladly accept any baby that I'm given, but it's just lots of mixed feelings, mixed emotions. Just gonna be real because, you know, maybe it'll help somebody who's having mixed feelings and feeling guilty about them. Everything is real and valid. It doesn't mean you're not grateful to be pregnant. It just means that you're a human and a woman having feelings. So we're here
making babies.
That's my husband, Matthew.
And they're expensive.
We're here at the ultrasound place. This is our 4th time here. We're frequent flyers. We're gonna get an early ultrasound. It's hot. And see if my dates are right and if there's twins. I always think it's twins and it's never twins, but this might be the time that it's twins. I don't know if we're gonna film when we go in. If you do, make sure you do it from a good angle.
No, twins.
We'll see. So I've been feeling like shit. I've had a really shitty mood and I've been having to take Unisom every night to feel like I'm not gonna throw up and pass out at the same time all day. It's been working a little bit, but overall I feel like shit. So we will update you later. Aren't you so excited?
Can't wait.
Can't wait. Okay. There. So this is my 7-week pregnancy update. My battery died on my camera the day we went to get the ultrasound, so got some photos. It's kind of blurry, but there's a tiny little baby in there. I'm actually measuring 2 days ahead of what I calculated based on my last period. So I mean, there isn't really much variation in growth this early on, so I'm wondering if I'm going to be changing my due date with my midwife to January 31st or keeping it as 2/2. I really like 2/2 as a due date. I don't really want to change it, and it gives me more time at the end. I typically go a week over my due date with every baby. My first baby, I went 40 weeks 5 days. My second, I went to 41 plus 1, and then my last, I went to 40 plus 5, but I induced myself at home, so because I was done. So I would love if maybe this baby would just want to come at like 37 and a half, 38, 39 weeks. It's gonna be a very different pregnancy, but the game changer has been taking Unisom, 12.5 milligrams with vitamin B6, 25 milligrams every night before bed, and it just knocks the nausea out to a tolerable level where I can actually eat, and then when I get hungry I don't feel like I'm gonna throw up. I feel like I actually can eat, so that's been really nice. actually being able to eat and not feeling so horrible. But I'm still so tired. I have 2 toddlers, you know, so that's a big factor, but I'm so tired. I'm so unmotivated. Like, I've been sitting here with my yoga mat and my weights over there and my laptop wanting to do a workout video, and I'm just kind of putting it off because I don't feel up to it. But I've noticed it also doesn't really make a difference on days that, like, if I rest all day or keep it really mellow as you can with a lot of kids, or if I like go for a walk and do a workout, it doesn't really make a difference in how nauseous I feel. I probably feel better mentally exercising, but I don't feel better physically. So, which I can do at home if I want to. I haven't tried yet to listen with my Doppler. Maybe in the next video at 8 weeks, just because at 7 weeks it's still so tiny and my uterus is tilted backwards. So it's not until it comes forward 10, 11, 12 weeks where it's a little bit easier to hear. So I will be back next week.
Yes?
So you know how you can help make a baby who's mellow?
Huh.
You help keep the mother calm and you don't spike her cortisol during pregnancy.
Oh, that would be easy to do.